There is a fire going on in the building.
Hello, and welcome back to Botanical Bytes. This is the third episode, and today I'm really excited to show you how it went down when we did our first harvest. It's a small harvest, but well enough. We also cooked together, and then we'll be talking about the problems that we've had with the drain system and how we solved that. Well, we actually installed a Venturi for that. We'll be talking more about that. But and then we also found out that Growth Stack actually was not as unique of a name as we thought it was. So that happens, that's fine. But before we get into all of this, maybe we should kind of just calm you down and let you know that the fire didn't actually happen here. It's not because of some kind of malfunction in the system, don't worry. So let me just show you what actually happened.
Well, apparently it was a car from the window cleaning personnel. Oh well.
Okay, good. So don't worry, everything is good here. And as you can see, it's very good here. We actually have had a lot of really cool growth and even regrowth here since our first harvest, which is really nice. A really good sign for how the system works. And a lot of cool coriander here. And basil down here as well. So let me just show you a little bit how it happened when we did the first little harvest and cooked together.
We have the first harvest going on.
We don't have a paring knife, but we have this non-meat cleaver.
Okay.
This is how we do. You have to leave a little bit up. I don't know. Do we do regrowth here?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, so this in the soil normally you would just leave a nice part so you give a chance to the root to just regrow. So first row done.
Nice. Can somebody receive it?
Bouquet for you.
Why are you going nuts? There's a lot of pressure now. This guy is just still going nuts. Alright, let's find out. Stay tuned for more troubleshooting. So, look at this guy. He was all clogged. Could be part of the reason. I'm gonna clean this filter and make sure that we have at least the possibility to fix this kind of stuff. So that was some of the troubleshooting, and we had to fix the whole draining. The pump wasn't working properly. There's a lot of problems with it. You might have seen me in the first video manually draining the system, which is not really the purpose of an automated system, obviously. So we had to come up with a solution, and the guys at Nextfood actually came up with a pretty good solution for that using a vacuum. And we'll talk to Hannes from Nextfood about that now.
So Hannes, can you explain me a little bit about what it is you're doing here?
Sure. We are updating our grow box control box with a control for Venturi instead of using a water pump.
So Venturi, that's the pressure principle, or?
Venturi is basically, we use the pressure pump to create vacuum in a tube that does the drain and the suction for us.
Okay.
So previously we used a typical membrane pump, which is like that one. And the principle of this pump is basically it pumps water by using a membrane that bends in and out. And but we have seen a problem with these pumps because they tend to run dry. And that's not very healthy for these pumps. So they, after a few hours, they burn or the membrane bursts. So these pumps are not very good. So for that we are changing to to this Venturi system. So
Okay.
it requires a small modification for our control box. So we have a valve now for controlling the drain instead of using the pump.
Okay.
So that was Hannes introducing some of the problems and the solutions for that, but it always helps when the understanding to draw it out. So let's have Rasmus explain it a little bit more in detail.
Venturi,
Okay.
our new drain system, right? So we use the main pump to pump water through, and it just circulates up to the reservoir. Pump is pumping water through here. Nothing is happening to the water. But because we have this Venturi here, where we press the water through a nozzle and increase the speed of the water, it sprays into this receiving end. We create a vacuum in this chamber. And this is then connected up to all the trays. And then we have also valves at the trays where we can open for each tray and suck out the water. Yeah. So that's how it works now. So we've simplified the system a lot by doing this.
And this is all happening inside a box, basically.
Yeah, so there's different parts to it because we put a valve on here, and here this is connected up to a number of valves, right? So I mean there's quite a few parts to it, but they're very simple, and that we like.
So we're here visiting Space 10. They also grow some microgreens indoor. Let's check it out.
I will send you my seed for this tray. Exactly.
And these guys are talking about seed density and all kinds of stuff, but look at this actually. It's hard to get a original name, isn't it? Damn it.
So that's it for the third episode of Botanical Bytes. Stay tuned for more updates. We might even begin to produce in a bigger scale than just a demo system in various places here in Copenhagen. So follow along and meet up with us on Vertical Wednesdays here at Ida Innovate every Wednesday, 6 o'clock.